Hey everybody, and welcome back to Investment Honey, where we talk about various crypto projects. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I'm not your financial advisor, do not provide financial advice on the channel, and I don't even encourage you to invest. But what I'm going to do is share with you my own personal opinion and views on the projects discussed on the channel. So we're looking at Shark Lock, and they do have a fair launch that is coming up. And at the time of doing the video, it's going to be just over 7 hours. So it will be coming up shortly, but I should have this video out for you before the fair launch goes live. So we can see again, fair launch, this is Shark Lock. And we can see this is going to be upcoming, and so we can see they've got a soft cap here, 30 BNB. Now, because it is a fair launch, that's why we get the soft cap. We also have a badge here, an audit badge. So, according to my notes, the audit passed with no high or medium severity issues. So we're going to go straight over to the description, and we can also see the socials here. It says here, Shark Lock is the foundation of online casino, the original casino games that formed the backbone of the Shark Lock play-to-earn platform, and provides a fantastic selection for games for players to bet on. Official app has been released, so we got a centralized exchange listing confirmed. Knowles SCO confirmed. I'm actually not sure what that is. Backed by partners, low tax, high profit, P2E, earn from betting, CMC and CG confirmed. And then we also get betting or burning confirmed in the game utility. So with that being said, we also see a video here, but you guys know that we don't engage with videos on the channel. And then moving on over, again, we also see the timer here. So moving forward, we can see the soft cap is reiterated here at 30 BNB, and we get a liquidity lockup time of 365 days after the pool ends. So, as far as the token metrics are concerned, nothing there that's overly concerning. So, we are going to move on over to their documentation. So, here we are. And I do want to highlight, in terms of concerns and red flags before we do anything further over here, that we didn't get a badge, for the certificate of KYC, on the presale page. So as you can see, the only thing we got was an audit badge. All right, so the certificate of KYC, the lack of having one so far, that's obviously a concern and red flag. Now, I do want to say that they say that their pink sale KYC is ongoing. According to a TG or Telegram message that I found, I'll leave that for you in the description. But for me personally, until there's a badge indicating a completed KYC, it'll remain a concern and red flag for me. So I also want to highlight that I felt like their Twitter engagement, to the community was pretty low. So in my personal opinion, anything under 30 tweets, from the team to the community is low engagement. So that's just my own personal, personal skill, or not skill, but that's my own personal opinion, on that. So taking a look at the documentation, as always, we're going to go ahead and preview the slides. So we can see, we've got 11 slides on this one. And so giving us some information, obviously in regards to various features, the project. So we can see this one's talking about the play-to-earn games, crypto coin versus a token. And then we also see, some information, in regards to the fair launch, so definitely don't need to go through all of that, but you can see, what this is looking like. Now, I do want to highlight, that we do get, some information that tells us a little bit about token distribution, in regards to what's going to team and development, what's going to staking, centralized exchange, marketing and airdrop, and the future token burn, and then seeing what their total supply is. Just be aware of that. So moving on over to the next page, we see that they're talking about the wallet here. You give us some information there, and then we get the roadmap, which I do want to highlight the roadmap. We get 4 different I guess you can call it, quarters. In Q1, we get the safety contract, a doxed KYC and audit, community building, global marketing in top social media. In Q2, we get the app launch in the Google Play Store. Partnership, but the partnership here is not spelled correctly, but it's a partnership program. Fair launch on Pink Sale, top tier exchange listing. And then in Q3, we get the App Store app release, swap and burning process, and then launching their own eMaster card. And in Q4, we get the VC company partnership, announcing big promotion events, listing on Hotbit, and MEXC exchanges. So those are both centralized exchanges. Getting larger sponsors or large sponsors, and connecting with 150 global banks. Go with Binance strategy. Now, again, this is Q4. We don't get timelines on any of this, unfortunately. So, some of this really ambitious stuff, I don't know if that's actually going to come to fruition. We have no idea. All right, and then moving to the last page, we see the team details, the individuals connected, with the project, and we see that they are not doxed, okay, at least not photo doxed. And then again, we also don't get a KYC. So, as of right now, looking at this paperwork in its current iteration, I would say that the team clearly is anonymous. So that's what I'm coming up with at this point. So. We're going to head on back over to the main page, and we can see that we've got some links up here in the navigation bar. Announcement, Telegram, Twitter, and white paper. We've just taken a look at their documentation, and then we've got the link to presale, for their fair launch. So it says here, SharkLock will be used as a key element in utilities such as SharkLock multi-chain wallets, SharkLock stakes, super decentralized tools, and SharkLock Casino PAE games. Okay. Now, as far as the fair launch is concerned, they give us another icon here where we can, it's hyperlinked, to that page. This is going to be hyperlinked, to their audit, and then we get the wallet here, but it's not hyperlinked to anything. So, and then we see the total supply. Buy and sell fees is going to be very, very low tax, so 0.5% on each side, and everybody loves low tax tokens. So on tokenomics, so they give you, same information I've already gone ahead and gone over with you in the documentation, functions, so you can buy it, hold it, play to earn with it. So what makes this revolutionary and the best in the industry, they've got some aspects, of their project that they feel may set them apart, from others, so staking, burning, doxing, and an audited contract. And then we get the CA, and then we also get several videos, this is on Wild Cash, Gangster, and then, did I read that correctly? Just want to make sure. Sorry about that. Limbo Crash, I thought there was 3. It was the first one. Wild Cash is this one, and then Gangster was this one. So, my apologies. But looking at the roadmap, they've got everything checked off on this. However, like I said before, not before in this video, but in other videos that I've talked about, consistency between roadmaps, you see all the check marks on this one, right? If we go back over to the white paper and look at at their roadmap, we don't see any check marks here. So consistency does matter. All right, so we get Q1 to Q4, and we get the same thing there. But again, the main thing is we don't see the consistency in regards to this is indicating, everything's already been done, just with check marks, and the in the white paper roadmap doesn't indicate anything's been done. So one thing that I'd like to see between the two roadmaps is something that does indicate more accurately what's already been completed, what's ongoing, what's still, and they can go ahead and do a separate section of here's everything we've already completed, or they could, do this in a way where you could leave all your check marks and just highlight, what's already been completed, and that would be the distinguishing factor between what you've already done and what you still have left to do. So just my thought there. Be interesting to know whether we're going to get a V2 on the roadmap. And timelines will be helpful. I mean, Q1, Q2 to Q4, it's too general. It doesn't really tell us, what months constitute each of the phases that you're highlighting here. And I think that would be helpful so that anybody coming to look at the roadmap would not think that, hey, 1, you haven't done anything, or 2, you got everything checked, so why invest in a token where everything's already done? But that's just my own thoughts there. As always, remember, we don't even encourage you to invest in this channel. But yeah, so that's my thought there in regards to the roadmap. Now, again, as far as the team's concerned, not photo docs, and we don't have a KYC yet. We also get some partnerships, but pretty much that does it for me in regards to SharkLock. And again, this is their presale page. So they've got that presale coming up in just a matter of under 8 hours. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching. As always, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the day.